is back.
When the USFL announced its reboot in 2022, a lot of fans were excited to see the original USFL names and logos would be used for the new league. There was, however, one noticeable exception.
And the Los Angeles Express has won the ball game.
The Los Angeles Express. Now, who were the Express? Well, in 1982, cable TV pioneers Bill Daniels and Alan Harmon planned to locate a USFL franchise in San Diego, but pushback from the tenants of Jack Murphy Stadium, which included the San Diego Chargers, forced the duo to relocate the team to LA, just 8 months before kickoff of the inaugural season in 1983. The Express selected Dan Marino with the first pick in the USFL draft, but the offer to play for the Miami Dolphins of the NFL was more appealing to the now Hall of Famer. The team, quarterbacked by the duo of Tom Ramsey and Mike Ray, played at LA Memorial Coliseum, where the Express wrapped up the first season and only season under head coach Hugh Campbell with an 8-10 record in front of a sparse crowd of an announced 11,000 fans. The Express had no all-USFL team selections that year, but they did have a famous ownership partner come aboard that season, $6 Million Man and Fall Guy star Lee Majors. Harmon and Daniels decided to get out of the USFL game. They sold the franchise to mortgage banker J. Williams Oldenburg for $7.5 million, and he signed Steve Young to one of the most infamous contracts in sports history. It was announced by the league and Young's agent Lee Steinberg as the largest pro sports contract ever. 10 years, $40 million. But in the fine print, it was actually an annuity that was set to pay Young $1 million per year over the course of 40 years. The team finished 10-8 in 1984, made the playoffs, where they beat the Michigan Panthers 27-21 in 3 overtimes with fewer than 8,000 people in the stands at LA Memorial Coliseum. That was followed by a loss in the conference championship at Arizona. After the 1984 season, the FBI investigated Oldenburg's financial dealings. Come to find out, the man who was supposed to be one of the richest owners in the league, well, the investigation showed he was actually pretty much broke. The USFL tried to do damage control, saying publicly that each owner was vetted before his approval to buy a franchise. But it was later revealed that the USFL failed to vet Oldenburg because they believed his net worth and they needed solid financial backing. The other owners ended up bailing out the Express after bills went unpaid, and it was revealed the other owners had pooled money to keep the team up and running through the playoffs. The team's gear was confiscated after the final loss because of an unpaid bill to the equipment company.
ABC Sports presents.
Because of the league's contract with ABC Television, the USFL had to operate a franchise in LA. So the team fell under the ownership of the league, and the owners of the other franchises chipped in $500,000 each to keep the team afloat for the 1985 season. In 1985, another brutal example of what the LA Express faced as a franchise. During training camp, the team was evicted from the hotel because, again, an unpaid bill, and then the season began with 6 losses in 7 games. On April 25, 1985, the LA Express lost to the Denver Gold, 51-0, part of a 9-game losing skid that also saw the loss of Steve Young due to injury. The final home game of the season was moved to Pierce Junior College in hopes the 16,000 fan capacity would draw more interest and maybe better optics. But only about 8,200 fans showed up for the home finale, a 21-10 loss to Arizona. The team finished 3-15, and with the USFL's decision to move to a fall schedule in 1986, a debacle itself, that marked the end of the LA Express, who could not share Memorial Coliseum with USC on Saturdays and the Raiders on Sundays. Steve Young was able to buy his way out of the USFL and into the NFL, where he had a Hall of Fame career. Since the league folded, Young was never able to get his money from his USFL contract, which would have paid him through the year 2027.